So, thanks everyone who is here, both physically and virtually. I know a lot of people who are joining by webinar made the decision not to come personally because of the weather. Very understandable. And for those of you who are here physically, thanks for braving the snow and somewhat slippery roads out there. This is a webinar and workshop on QuickBooks for CSA growers, and we're very pleased to have with us Joe Kimmerly and Kathy Tuma from Wagner CPAs, and we've worked with them on a number of workshops in the past, and we've been very pleased with the quality and content that they've been able to provide the growers, especially when it comes to farm-specific issues that come up with QuickBooks and accounting systems generally. For those of you who are listening via the webinar, you can submit questions in the text box. There should be a Q&A option towards the top of your screen, and those will come to me, and I will then pass those along to Jill and Kathy to address those as they come up. Also, I'm not sure, well, people here have a physical copy of a manual that Wagner put together for QuickBooks, and for people attending by the webinar, we have the option to download that. So in the upper right corner of your screen, there should be a little icon with 3 sheets of paper. If you click on that, that should provide you with a link to that manual to download. So I will turn it over to Jill and Kathy, and let them take it from there. Thanks so much for being here.
All right, thanks for having us. All right, as you said, I'm Jill, and this is Kathy, and where's this thing at? She'll be walking around. Oh. They can see everything in the room.
Oh, wow. The camera points at whoever is talking.
Right. So it'll move as you talk?
Yeah.
So, Kathy will be walking around. If you have any questions, if things don't look the same on your screen, and the people online, just go ahead and ask questions as we go. I'm pretty relaxed. Just, if something comes up, I'd rather just go ahead and answer questions right away as it pertains to what we're going through. And if you have something specific that you want to cover that it doesn't look like we're covering, go ahead and pipe up, because I'd rather just get this more pinpointed to your needs than to go through, you know, something that you're not interested in. So if there's stuff that we're covering that you don't need, or you want to, we can kind of customize it as we go. With that, we'll start on page 1. How many people make or have other people using their QuickBooks besides themselves? Does anybody else have any other users that log into their QuickBooks and use it? Like a bookkeeper or anything?
Well, not log in, center the accountant's copy.
Okay. But nobody that actually works in it, recording your checks or doing any kind of stuff like that?
My wife and I both do it.
Okay. One of the features of QuickBooks is that you can add a user so that you can track who's doing what in the QuickBooks. So to set users up, if you go under Company, Set up Users and Passwords, and Set up Users, Admin is what it sets up when you first set up your file. And you can add other users in here. So you can give them a username and a password. And then there's different screens that you can answer questions to that give them access. So if you want all areas of QuickBooks, selected areas, or external accountants, you can set that up. I'm not going to go through each thing and check different things. I'm just going to leave them the way they are, but I'll show you the screens. So we've got sales and accounts receivable. So that's anybody who's receiving payments, making deposits for you, and doing invoicing. Purchases and accounts payable are paying bills. Checking and credit cards, pretty self-explanatory. Payroll is also pretty self-explanatory. Sensitive accounting items is if it's journal entries, online banking, and transferring funds between accounts. sensitive financial reporting, changing or deleting, and this gives you a summary. And I think I just realized that the people here have a backup on their desktop that they need to restore.
Right.
That will probably help. So let me walk you through that. Sorry about that. I restored mine a little earlier so I could look at some stuff. So if you open up Quickbooks, do you all see the Quickbooks icon on your desktop? Do the online people have the backup as well?
I don't think so.
Okay. So for online people, just give us a second and let us restore the backup that we have. Does everybody have Quickbooks open? Okay. So if you go up under File, Open or Restore Company, you want Restore the Backup. Are you getting it?
I think so.
Did she do it?
Yeah.
Does everybody have it restored? You got yours restored? Does anybody need help going? Or did everybody find the file and restore it?
What were you supposed to do? Okay.
Got it.
Did you get it? Okay, so is everybody now looking at what I'm looking at? The company file? Okay, sorry about that.